All right. What's going on, everyone? How are you doing? Jay here. We are here with the iPhone. As you can see, this is the original iPhone that was released in 2007. And thought we'd come here and check out to see how the difference is between this original iPhone versus the brand new i15 Pro Max. All right, so let's start off first of all with the Pro Max. We're going to do an unboxing. I just got this in today. It came in the mail and delivered by UPS. So let's or FedEx actually. Let us see, how does this open now? I guess there's only this is interesting. Like the box, normally boxes have multiple sides. This only has one. It's solid there. All right, let's cut this open. Now, I have been using this iPhone 10 or iPhone X for the last probably 5 years. I guess it's 5 years since now we're in the 15, and that is the 10. So, I finally got a message, and I was like, oh, from AT&T. They're like, you can totally get a new phone. And so I was like, all right, why not? Let's get the new phone. And here it is, the iPhone 15 Pro Max in blue titanium. All right, what comes in here? Just some invoices and some data from. All right, so here it is. This is the 15 Pro Max. Now let's have a look at this goodie. Now, if you recall back in 2007, well, maybe you don't recall, but I remember 2007, January, Steve Jobs comes out with this big announcement. And he says, we're going to make this thing called the iPhone. And he was like, oh my gosh, this is truly amazing. Like up until that point, we've been using little Nokias. There had been the Razor. There had been, the BlackBerry and things like that. And I had been using not a Palm Pilot, but a handspring. And prior to the handspring, I was using the Newton from Apple. And I thought the Newton was really great. And the nice thing is that there was technology that went from the Newton that's into the iPhone. And so that was really wonderful. So let's have a look here. When you got by the way, when you went, so that was January 2007. They released it in June 2007. It was like, oh my gosh, that's such a long wait. So of course there was a big long line, and the big long line was there like a couple days before, and it's inside the Town Center Mall. So I guess if you're camping out, not too bad. But I was just like, I'm not going to camp out. That's just ridiculous. I'm not going to do that. So I didn't camp out. I didn't wait in the morning. And I just thought to myself, you know what? I was in Towson. I was nearby the mall. So I thought in the afternoon, let me stop by and see if I can get a phone, I'll get the phone. And I walked by. There was no more line. And they had phones. And I was like, I'll buy it. And back then, the phone was $700, which is a lot of money for a phone. The phones today, 2 times that much, and it's still a lot of money. It's a ridiculous amount of money, but now we're so connected that we just do it. Back then, $700 was insane, but it was so capable. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go buy it, whatever the case may be. So I bought it, and actually, this phone here that I'm going to be showing you is actually my second iPhone, right? So I bought the iPhone, and then within a week, I lost it, or actually, I think it got stolen. Basically, I was at a restaurant, and I think I left it on the table and somebody swiped it. I've had 2 phones that were stolen this way. But that was a tremendous loss, because there it is, $700. I'm like a week or 2 into it, $700, totally lost that. I was kind of embarrassed, right? But I had at least had the cash, so I went out and bought another one. And so this is actually my second one. But let's have a look here. And when you bought it, they gave you this bag, right? This is the the original bag that it comes in. Now, you've heard that Marques Brownlee has spent $40,000 to buy an unopened original iPhone, and he did a unboxing video with it. He spent $40,000, and I'm like, well, that's just craziness, right? I mean, if you would have given me $30,000 for this phone, I'm happy to sell it to you. But to spend that much money on a phone that really won't even work on today's systems, I don't think. That seems crazy, but let's get into it anyway and see. We're going to show you the bag. The bag is really nice. This is kind of the difference in packaging. Everything was dark. I've got 2 boxes in here, right? So The two boxes that we have inside here are this is the iPhone Bluetooth headset. I bought that. This cost $129. And then here it is, the original iPhone in its original packaging. Now let's compare the two together. So as you can see, there's a sizable difference. Now let's toss in the iPhone 10. There's a like the iPhone 10 is as tall as this box for the original iPhone, and narrower than the original box. What you can also see is that the iPhone boxes are significantly thinner. The new ones are significantly thinner, right? Why? Because they're giving us less. We're paying a lot more money to get a lot less accessories, as you're going to see. So what we're going to do is we're going to open these head to head to get the experience that you would have had opening this. Now, of course, I think this came wrapped in plastic. That plastic is long gone, so we're not going to worry too much about that. But this is the original iPhone. Oops, upside down. There it is. And then it has some details here on the back. On the side, iPhone 4 gigabyte, which back then was huge. Right now, here's the thing that I think is interesting is that, back when the iPhone came out, iPods and Zunes were really popular. And if you're not familiar with those were like devices that we used to listen to music. And I had the 256 gigabyte maximum sized iPod. And I didn't fill it because I don't have that much music. I just looked at the other day. I have 185 megabytes of music. Or is it gigabytes? 100. Maybe it's gigs. Whatever it is. It must be gigs because 4 gigabyte was, you couldn't fit all that music on here. It was so now with the phones being as they are, 256 gigabytes up to a terabyte, ostensibly I could take my entire collection of 185 gigabytes of music and keep it on the phone. And that to me is like, wow, that is crazy. Like I could actually have my entire collection on the phone. Awesome. Like I'm an old guy, so I don't really use Spotify. Like that's all kind of like weird to me. I want to own the music, right? I want to have my own music. So anyway, let's have a look here at the bottom. This is the iPhone Max, the ProMax. I got this one. This one is the 1 terabyte edition. I decided that, AT&T was giving me an offer to pay for it in a few months or few years. So I thought, you know what? Let me go all the way out with it. And I don't know, will it open like this? Okay, so it doesn't open just like this. It does have these tabs here. Let me just adjust this so it's a little bit easier for you to see. It does have these tabs that you have to pull off from the top and bottom, right? Top and bottom. You can see the tabs here. Oh, that's still overexposed. All right, so we'll go back here. So there's a little green arrow. It says pull this tab. So I'm going to pull that. Ooh, that feels kind of nice. And I guess these are connected to the outer box. All right. Okay, there it is. Okay, it's loose. It's loose. Okay, I went with the 1 gigabyte. I went with the 1 gigabyte because I wanted to, I just figured, it's not terribly a lot of money, comparatively speaking. It's not bad for price-wise, so I'm just going to go for it. And here's our old earbuds. I'm busting out all the old school gear. Let me clear that off so it's not so messy. All right, so this is pump up the. Okay, here it is. So let's open this box first and see what we get. We're going to pull this off. Oh, there it is. The original iPhone. Now you're going to notice there's a little bit of like this weirdness on it. Now that weirdness is actually the original screen protector that the phone shipped with. I'm pretty cheap, so I used to use the original film that covers the screen as a screen protector. I'm cheap. It's a $700 phone. Like, I don't want to spend more money. Like, you see these cases now, they're like 150, 250 bucks. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm going to spend 10% or more of the price of my phone on a case. That seems a little bit much. All right, so let's have the iPhone 15 Pro Max now. There is a smoothness that comes off of this, which is really nice. And that smoothness still carries on because Apple likes to use these like printed paper wrap boxes, which are really pretty. Is there anything on the bottom here? Oh, there's a little bit of protector there, a little bit of foaminess on there. Okay, so put that aside. All right, now we have our 15 Pro Max. Now, as you notice here, this iPhone original is facing up. The 15 Pro Max faces down. What does that mean? Well, I don't know, but that's just an interesting thing. Now, there's a little tab here to help us lift it. So let's lift it. And oh, there's the phone. So now the phone has this cover, this paper cover that covers the screen. And we can see here that there is a minus and a plus icon here, as well as a crossed out bell icon here, and a power button icon. So it's telling you that this is the power button and some of the new functionalities. If you recall, one of the big things about the iPhone 15 is that it has this button instead of having this rocker switch, right? On the older phones. This is the newest phone. This is my actual new phone. So this one still has this switch here, right? All right, now, and when comparatively, you have this little tab here on the original iPhone that pulls it up, and then you can unwrap it. See, it's got this little plastic cradle, nice clear plastic cradle, designed by Apple in California. And this one you can peel off to release the phone. And then it also has another layer to peel. Like, this is the original one for that. I did not take this one off. As you can see, it's still like all like hemajang looking. But there is the iPhone as it is. Now let's get into this 15. This one has a plastic coating. Now it doesn't have this plastic. This has a paper coating, which is kind of a shame because I would have used the plastic coating as a screen protector. Also, let's notice our camera lenses. We've got big lenses here. One is regular, one is wide, one is telephoto. These two will do some kind of 3D imaging if you want. There's a light and some kind of sensor. I don't really know, but it's pretty. And then the titanium frame here, that's pretty too. All right, so there's a charging port. Oh, that's the big thing. The charging port is now USB-C. And the USB-C charging is like dope, because now it just opens up a whole new world of options for us to use for peripherals, as well as recording directly to an external drive, which is really great because, even though you could get the 1 gigabyte or 1 terabyte iPhone, there's a limitation in that. And if you put an external drive on it, you can record pretty much, nonstop to an external drive. Now you want to be careful, but buy the Crucial X6 or higher drives, or maybe the X5 is okay too. There's a guy, Doug Johnson, who has his own channel, Doug Johnson Productions, really great guy. He has a test there showing drive write speeds. And so while there's a lot of drives that will work, SSD drives, after a few minutes, they tend to fall off with their write speed, and you could lose data or have data corruption. So he did test the Crucials. The Crucial X5 and X6 are solid. I'm presuming the 8 and 9s, and I think there's a new Crucial X10 that are really good. So those look to be the ones that are solid. Those will be the ones that I'm going to go buy. Maybe I'll go buy one today. Who knows? All right, so let's have a look here. We're going to peel this back, get some of this. Oh, it's a light peeling. Oh, there's a little bit of noise. It feels nice. Oh, look at the glass. Look at the glass. The glass. All right, we're going to cover that back up. I don't want to smudge it. Let's have a look now inside the boxes, right? So this is inside the box. We've got a USB-C to USB-C cable. We've got this thing that says you no longer need a physical SIM card. Activate your eSIM during phone setup. To me, that's disappointing. I liked having the external SIM. Oh, and there's a sticker. There's an Apple sticker here. All right, cool. I get all these Apple stickers. I've never used them. What else is on this? Oh, the card has more. There's two pieces. There's some kind of safety and handling card that nobody reads. It's nice that they make it though. So this provides some heavy duty backing. That goes in here. That goes in here. Right, and that's pretty much it. That's the entirety of, there's a molded plastic in here. Nice little tabs. Oh no, that was upside down. It went like this. That's right. This goes here like this. They're kind of holding on with this theme of the square. That's kind of cool. Now let's get into this. We've got our plastic. Here they've got a tab. So you just pull on the tab and it pulls the entire plastic tray, clear plastic tray, as well as this little booklet. Is this a booklet? I think it's a booklet. There's a booklet in here. Oh yeah, look, fingertips. They've got some little books about iPhone, important product guide. Oh, and more stickers. See, I've never used the stickers. Oh, and there's some kind of felt. Oh, is this a cleaning thing? All right, here we go. 15 years later, I finally discovered that they have a cleaning pad for your phone screen. Huh, that's a nice little touch. It's a little bit of suede-ish feeling. That's really nice. That's really, really nice. It says iPhone on it. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it does say iPhone down here. You can kind of see it there. Huh. That was a surprise. That was a surprise I had no idea about. All right, so they've given us a bunch of stuff there. Some stickers, a little screen cleaner. And look what else they give us. Okay, so I'm missing the cable. There was a power cable here, I think. I don't know where I did that. And then they give you a little charger, which they don't do anymore. So Apple is, oh, there's the cable. Cable's down here. There's a charger. And there's a charging stand. Like, this is brand new. Like this one I haven't opened because like I said, I haven't. This is the second iPhone that I bought to replace it. So they give you this little charging stand. So you could sit this phone on the charger, right? It was really cool. Like you just kind of plug it, and it's, you got they use the I forgot the name of it, but this 20-pin connector, and it's sat, this little cradle, it's sat there, and it even has a little line out, right? So you can play your music and send that line out to your record player, and it would play, and you'd already have a bass. So Apple used to give us a little tiny base station for charging. Now, of course, when you put it's designed to go directly in the thing, so it's not really good. So if you put a case, like I have a case, like this is the case that I use for this rubber case, and if you put this on it, like of course it's not going to work now. It's not going to sit in there, right? It's going to have to, you're going to have to it doesn't work. You have to take it out, right? So this is the phone. All right, there it is. Let's put all this back away because this is cool stuff. Here's the charger, plug it in here, and yeah, they don't do that anymore. Apple just, they're gonna charge us a lot more money, and they're gonna give us a lot less. So as you can see here, we've got a lot less. We got a cable, great, check. We got stickers, check. But now we do not have a base. We do not have a charger. We do not have the screen cleaner. I mean, that was kind of huge, I think. How does this go back in here? Is it like this? Oh no, that can't be like that. There I go. All right, let's put that there. We'll put this down there. Put this here. Put that in. Put the phone there. Okay, good. Now, oops. Gonna keep all the stuff together. So There it is. All right. Now let's have a look at our phone. I mean, what do we need to compare? So let's take this off here. Here is the phone. And here is the original. How big is the difference? Let me move all this out of the way. So the intermediary, I guess, would be the 10. So here's the 10, the regular of the 10, and then I guess we should turn this on. If it will turn on. Will it turn on? I'm holding the button. There we go. Ooh, first time it's turning on. Let's see what happens. I don't believe it's not charging. All right, there it is. We're turning it on. All right, so that's pretty much it for this time. There is the new iPhone 15 Pro Max versus the original iPhone. Look at that. That's just so crazy. That's just such a difference in size. Of course, now if we look, you can see the difference already with the clarity of the screen. Like this is definitely superior. I mean, look at that. That's just not even a question, right? So let's open that up and you'll see here. So no SIM card installed. Look at all my apps are still there. I can't believe it. I haven't used this phone in probably, let's see, I got this phone first in 2007. So I went to the iPhone 4. So that was 2011. So I haven't used this in well over, what is it, 11 years, 12 years? Wow, look at all that. That's amazing. Let's hold those together. All right, so that's pretty much it for the day. Just wanted to show you an unboxing and a little bit of comparison of the two. You can see that the size is massively different. And yeah, there it is. All right. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments down below and catch you next time.